Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day, and today I want to talk about portable power source by a company called MAXOAK. This is the Bluetti. This is a product that would be great to use when you don't have a power source or you have an outage. We're going to have the hurricane season before long. So this is a product to consider if you are looking for a power source. This is quite the solid product. Impressed with it. We'll dive into a bit. There's a lot of good information about the product. I will put a link to this product where you could read reviews as they're coming in. You can ask questions, you can order it. Do appreciate you clicking on the link if you are interested in getting information. Always appreciate a like if you find this videos of help, and subscribing to my channel as I'll subscribe back to yours. So this was sent to me to review, to try out. I will connect several devices to show you what I can do, and we'll dive in. This is almost a good workout just lifting this thing. In fact, I brought my scale. Let me tell you how much this weighs. This weighs 6.71 pounds. Let me just double check, make sure. 6.71 pounds. So it is a bit heavy. So this is something, if you are going to be taking with you out on the go, knowing that you're carrying around a pretty decent amount of weight. It does have a really nice handle that you can carry with this device. But if you do need this power source, this is definitely a great way to go. If you have any trade shows coming up, conventions, this would be great to have at your booth as a power source if you don't want to pay those expensive fees. So let's first talk about what is included. Obviously you got the box. I got a little bit of a detail here on this side. So as far as the battery, it's a 200-watt battery. Its battery cell is lithium ion. Charge time. Now it says here, which I thought was interesting, with the AC adapter, it takes about 7 hours, and it says with the solar panel about 4 hours. Now I would have thought that it would take longer with the solar panel, but evidently not. The maximum wattage is 120. It's 110 as far as the AC output. Now, as far as the output, there are a number of different options. So you've got you get one USB port, which is 5 volt, 3 amp, which is up on this top one. You've got the QC 3.0 there on the bottom. Then you have next up the DC volt. It's the 12 volt DC output, which is right here in front. And then you also have the Type-C connection down below. And then on the back, you also have the input, which you would then use for charging, which is the DC volt 14 that is in the back there. And then here is your outlet for, plugging in, let's say, a laptop. So in the way I tested this, I was using multiple devices through the day, and I started, which I took notation. I was using a couple of different cell phones as well as my laptop. I started at 11 a.m. and at 5:40 p.m. I was down to about a quarter of the remaining battery life on this, and that was running continuous. So here's the DC connection. This is a Type-C cord that you get, and then there's another device here that plugs into the DC output. So there you go, that's what's included. Let me show you now how this works. It's got 3 buttons here. You got your main power source here. The middle button turns on the front side, and then the right button turns on the outlet. So it actually lights up. I'm gonna just turn the lights off here for a minute. So if I go ahead and press and hold the button, it's gonna give you a readout there, and it's going to show you the 3 different source options. It's going to show you the cell on the side there. If I were to press the middle one, it now, as you can see, lights up, and now I've got power source to the front. And if I press it again, it now will turn on the source for the main power. Now, if I were to just press the main power source, it turns everything off, and now everything's off. So that's how you turn it on or off. And when you plug it in, it also gives you a readout of how much of battery it's using. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on for all 3 connections. And again, there is so much good information that you could read regarding this device and what you can use. It's going to be for smaller devices, but once you read that information, you'll probably pick up some things that I'm not sharing with you that you might pick up could be beneficial for you. So let's go ahead and plug in number of devices. So first, I'm going to plug in my Type-C. So we'll go ahead and plug my Type-C phone, which is the Google Pixel phone. It says charging rapidly. Next, we're going to use my iPhone. And let me plug that in. Now it says, by the way, it's using 5 watts with the, you can see, oh, actually it unplugged. Let me go ahead and re-plug that back in. But it does give you, it shows you once you plug it in, 7 watts. So it will give you an indicator on the readout for how much battery it's using. So now it's down to 6, 5, 6. So that is what the Google Pixel. Next up, I'm going to plug in my iPhone. And now it's showing 6, 8, 7, 8. So we got 2 devices. And next up, we're going to plug in my laptop. So got all these devices plugged in. We'll plug this into the outlet on the back. And we've got that there. And let me just plug this into the laptop. All right, so now the laptop is on. As you can see, the battery indicator for charging, just so you can see. The red light is on, and that means it is charging. All right, so that is charging. So now it says it's using 43 watts, 40 watts. Let me see if I can get this a little closer for you to see. And it's giving you the indicators for the battery that it's using. And then let me also plug in, see if it will work with the QC3 and my iPad. And that will give you a pretty good test. Obviously, I'm not going to test anything with the DC output. I don't have anything here to test that with. But it is now also charging the iPad. So it's showing for the front, the DC on is 12, the AC on is 39 watts, and then the inputs, it doesn't say anything about the input. So the output, there you go. So 11 watts and 39 watts. And it is charging all 4 devices at one time. Let me just double check. So we got the battery on my iPhone, on my Google Pixel phone, my iPhone, my iPad, and the laptop, all getting a use at the same time, and it's putting out the power source that you need. So depending upon how many devices that you're going to use at one time will depend upon the amount of battery life. It does take about 7 to 8 hours, again, thereabouts, to fully charge if we're going to use the AC source. So I was really surprised that with the solar panel, it can charge it quicker, but that's what they're saying. So that will give you an idea about it. Again, there's so much more information that you can get on this product if you are using it. Leave any comments. If there are any areas that I didn't cover, I can try and answer questions for you, but I will put the link in the description, so be sure to check that for any Q&A. A lot of times people might share other information that I'm not sharing with you here on this video today that you can get your questions answered about this. So I wanted to give you at least a basic understanding of it working. Nice power source. This will definitely come in handy. I certainly want to be prepared as we do go into the hurricane season. Although here in Georgia, we haven't had the issues here like I had perhaps down in Florida. So That's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Nice product. I would recommend if you are looking for a power source that is going to give you quite a number of hours of battery life. I thought maybe it would get a little bit more battery life than the indicator that I was showing for just using only cell phones and my laptop, but this will give you an idea. The only other thing I want to just share with you, when I had my iPhone plugged in and I was using the headset jack, and most people are not really using the headset jack and wired headphones, I found I was getting a little buzzing sound, but with my Google Pixel 2 and the Type-C I did not, but with it plugging in and using your Bluetooth headphones shouldn't be an issue, but probably because it's using the similar or nearby port and drawing in that power is maybe why I was getting that with using this device. So that's one of the things I was discovering, so I wanted just to share that with you. So I had to unplug it, and I still had my other phone going and my laptop going. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Again, I'll try and answer any questions you have. Hope this video is of help, and at least you get an idea about this power source for your devices and other products that you might need charging. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.